Hey guys, Shadowstar1224 here. Today I'm going to challenge myself and do a commentary on a very popular person. That person's name is KNightWing01. He calls himself K-Wing for short. He did a retro review on an extremely popular game called Tetris. It needs no introduction. For the sake of this commentary, however, I want you to pretend that you have no idea what Tetris is about or anything about Tetris. Also, I learned that VDownloader causes the flickering. If anyone has any ideas on a YouTube converter that doesn't suck, can you tell me? That set aside, let's start the commentary. Is it Halloween already? This episode was uploaded on August 22nd, and it's not a Halloween-themed episode, so what's with the text?
Hey, what's happening, gamers? It's K-Wing here with another classic review. This time we're taking a look at Tetris for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Long before Brain Age and Sudoku games flooded the market, a long time ago we had Tetris, created by this guy. Anyway, Tetris released on various home systems in the mid-'80s, until Nintendo claimed copyright and won in a lawsuit over the other developers.
I'm not one to hate a history lesson on a classic video game, but that was kind of long, don't you think? You could have just said, oh, it's made by this Russian guy and there was a lawsuit because everyone loved it and Nintendo won.
Out of all the ports, Tetris on the Game Boy ended up being the biggest hit, selling a staggering 35 million copies worldwide.
Anybody who has seen my Outside Factors rants remembers that Tetris was one of the best-selling video games of all time because it was bundled with the Game Boy. So in reality, the Game Boy sold 35 million copies and Tetris sold 0.
This game was wicked addicting. In fact, the year I got my Game Boy, it came with this game. I remember Christmas of 1989 when my own father wouldn't even let me play my own Game Boy. It got so bad my mom...
We're a minute into this video and all we heard was a history lesson and a nostalgia trip. Content, please.
I had to tell him, that's Luke's Christmas present, not yours, John. Ah, memories. Still, my dad wasn't the only one sucked into the world of Tetris. Everyone was. But we're moving on. The gameplay consists of dropping blocks in rows and dissolving them to earn points. It sounds easy, but don't believe that for a second. Tetris is not a game to be taken lightly. This game requires a lot of strategy, quick thinking, changing the shapes of the blocks, and it will make you use your brain more than usually do.
Oh yes, stacking blocks is quite thrilling.
This was a different type of game to be sure. It took skill and lots of patience.
Whether or not it takes skill is a matter of opinion. 'Cause how hard can it be to stack blocks? Just move your control pad left, right, up and down.
Something I don't have very much of. The further you get in this game, the faster the blocks descend, depending on the level, of course. When this happens, you can no longer control the speed of the blocks either.
Call me nitpicky, but you're always given the option to speed up the blocks if you want.
Nintendo just didn't leave the game alone either. They had to make a few tweaks here and there and make it even more challenging. So how did they do that? By making the music go faster the closer to the top you are. Not only does the music speed up, but so does the blocks! I remember this game made for a lot of agonizingly tense moments, along with a lot of screaming at my TV and Game Boy.
More nostalgia.
For its day, Tetris was revolutionary.
That's what I thought at first, but then I talked to my friend about it. He said Tetris brought nothing new to the table. Let's see. No, the score screen was an Atari. Music speeding up when you're in trouble? No, that was Super Mario Brothers. Oh, I give up.
Sure, it was a simple concept, dissolve the blocks to get a high score. Add on simple and super addictive gameplay and you had a great game you would sit and play for hours. Or in my case, an hour a day. Yes, I was only allowed to play video games for an hour a day when I was a little kid. After that, I was forced to go outside and play, use my coloring book, or play with my G.I. Joes.
I'm gonna summarize your entire review in 5 seconds. Oh, I remember when I played this game when I was a kid. 10 out of 10. If I ever review a video game, I'll make sure not to imitate you.
My biggest regret about this game has to do with the fact that people have done bad reviews about it.
Shouldn't a person's biggest regret be something that they did?
And we're talking really bad. They say the game is boring, the graphics suck, and it's too hard. Tear. Frankly, this is the reason I started doing retro reviews right in the first place. Unlike them, I was there during the Golden Age, back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth.
You don't have to be at the time of the video game's release in order to play the game. So your word is only as credible as theirs. Don't go acting like that makes you more credible.
I played more than a few genres, so I had a more diverse gaming upbringing than them. So I don't agree with them about this game being boring. There is just too much going on for it to be boring. Seriously, just think of all the stuff you had to do in Tetris. Change shapes, plan ahead, think on your feet. There's no time to be bored at all. But yes, this game is extremely hard and I agree with them. But please, name one retro game that held your hand.
Color a dinosaur.
Tetris is an insanely brilliant game, and this is one that I suggest you guys download for the Wii's Virtual Hey, wait a second. It's not on the Virtual Console? Blasphemy! Talk about depriving a generation. Well, there comes a time in every gamer's life where you need to hunt for good games.
Or for Tetris, you can just go to Tetris Friends.
Sure, you could use Amazon, but that's half the fun. No, I'm gonna recommend you guys go to a garage sale. What makes this even better is you find dumb parents throwing away their grown-up child's NES or Super NES collection for really cheap. Good times.
Yeah, but the time you spend going to garage sales, looking at garage sales, being disappointed in looking at more, really adds up. Time is money, but if you're willing to spend hours looking for a video game in a garage sale that you can just find off of eBay for 15 bucks, be my guest.
Alrighty, that does it for me, gamers. Keep checking back on the new and improved K-Wing Reviews channel for a new classic retro review every Monday. Also, please follow me on my Twitter account to stay up to date with the different style of reviews that I do. Well, this has been K-Wing saying God bless and happy gaming. Thank you so much for watching, and until we meet again, gamers.
What score is it out of 10? Out of 100? Out of 5? The main problem with his review is that he went on 3 different nostalgia trips. If he didn't do that, then I probably would have overlooked his video. So I've commentated on Roshutsu, Supersonic 407, Chief Shadow 1750, The Game Dude, Darkness the Curse, CJS 001, and now K-Wing. Who could I possibly do next?
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remembered, so you don't have to.
I'll see you then.